Welcome to Something to Wrestle With.
Something to wrestle with.
Bruce Prichard. Well, you know.
That's not
Let's talk a little bit about
She booted.
the way he leaves WCW. It's written in the Observer. Michael Hayes quit after being offered a $75,000 per year deal. Hayes also has a seriously injured back, so the entire Johnny B. Bad Hayes scenario on Worldwide will lead to nothing, and their match scheduled for the February 20th pay-per-view is out the window. That happens in February of '94. You were there at the time. How does Michael's name come up the first time with Vince?
Michael called me. I'm sure he called Jim Ross as well, but I know he was calling me.
And he said, "You still owe me for them goddamn T-shirts."
Hey, boy. But Michael knew that he had fucked up when he was in the WWF before and didn't leave them with a good taste in their mouth. So I would bring Michael's name up, and the answer was every single time, nope, not interested. You add to that it was well known that Michael's injury prevented him from working for WCW, and that, well, he's got a back injury. How much can he do? The right time, and it helped that both Jim and I were plugging for Michael hard, and then the right, it's all timing. Right time, right place. And this was a couple of years, it felt like, or at least every 6 months, that Michael would call and say, just checking in. And every single time I would write his name down and bring it up to Vince. Hey, Michael Hayes is available. But when we needed that color commentator, and I don't even remember what the hell it was Lawler or whoever it was, but we needed a color commentator, I said, Vince, I really believe you and Michael Hayes would have chemistry. God damn it, that look, he's all grimy, and that long hair, the bleach blonde and the beard, just looks dirty. So well, we can change the look. That's not an issue. And Vince was like, okay, if I can change the look, I'll try it on. But he has to be willing and know that up front that I want to change his look. So I let Michael know. I said, hey, he may ask you to cut your hair, man. And he may doesn't like beards. So if you're coming into this, here's an opportunity. And it's a great opportunity because you get to work with Vince on the A show. And that's the best spot you can be in. And I wouldn't put you in any situation that you won't excel at. So know that as well. I'm not setting you up to fail here. But there's an issue with your look. I'll shave my ass. I'll do whatever I got to do. And Michael came in. I remember his hair was down to the middle of his back, just bleached blonde, and walking through the hall, full beard and everything. And I was like, oh, God, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Vince met with him. I think we put him in the studio first. They might have done a little back and forth. Vince felt instant chemistry with him. And then I was like, got to do something about your look, pal. How about a haircut? Well, all right. How much? I'll just take a little off the back. About 14 inches later, and I had a hairstylist upstairs in makeup.
Waiting. You're a fucking asshole.
Why?
Because you did this to your brother too.
Hang on, no.
You told him up
got him a
front.
job. Got him a job.
No, don't get
got him a
sassy.
job, and then was able to facilitate him starting that day, that moment, within an hour.
This whole bowing up Bruce routine is hilarious because when you said, I had a stylist upstairs, you had a twinkle in your eye. You were so
I was ready.
You loved it. Did you film this?
I don't know.
There's footage of Michael Hayes getting a haircut?
I don't think. I know there's pictures. I don't think there's footage.
Did he put the hair in a bag and take it home like
He might have.
Jim Cornette?
Might have.
Yeah.
But again, it was, I had a stylist there. I'd warned him ahead. I warned him before he ever left Atlanta. He's going to want to cut your hair probably. He's going to want to change your look. So we were ready if he said yes. If he said no, he could have gone home, gone back to Atlanta.
Would you have been disappointed had he walked in without a beard and without hair down to his back?
No, I would have been ecstatic, because that would have said to Vince, "Here I am. I've changed my look. What do you think? I'm willing to do whatever you want, Vince." However, there was no hesitation when he said, "Yeah, I cut my hair."
So I know this is silly, but how was he dressed?
Like Michael.
So he had a fanny pack on?
Oh, I'm sure he did, and I'm sure that he had a fanny pack on. He had a kind of a suit, a Michael suit.
So it was like a loud, crazy color suit?
No, I think it was cream colored.
Okay.
But I really don't. I remember him being in a suit. He was nicely dressed. He was dressed as Michael. But then he did the whole thing, shaved the beard, kept the mustache, and then he was like, "Gotta do something with that name," and came up with different. What do you like? You know, he likes music, he likes things. And Dok Severinsen was the leader of the Tonight Show orchestra band. So
Who?
Dok Severinsen.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said. What is a Dok Severinsen? Do you realize how old you are when you say
Do you realize how uneducated you are by not knowing who Dok Severinsen is?
Listen, if we're going to talk Kevin Eubanks, all right?
Yeah.
I that's what I'm saying. That's the age. Listen, Pop, continue your story.
So Dok Severinsen was a leader of the most famous band in the world.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I like Jimi Hendrix. So you had Dok. He liked Dok.
Hang on.
And he liked Jimi Hendrix.
This name was born from the Tonight Show band leader and Jimi Hendrix?
Yes.
Wow.
Merged together. And now Dok Hendrix is born.
And he liked it.
Yeah.
So he has a tryout match, believe it or not, February 21st, 1995, at a Superstars taping in Augusta, Georgia. It was a dark match.
That was before the
He wrestled as a face, and he faced a wrestler named Ken Raper.
I don't know if he did or not.
Ken Raper? How did that get through?
That was old Bob Raper's son.
Feels like that name maybe should have been scrubbed. He starts as Dok in April of 95, and Meltzer would write, Michael Hayes debuted on Superstars as Dok Hendrix with a haircut, shave, and being much better dressed. Lawler is moving to do Raw, and Cornette was only temporary co-host because he hated flying in and out. What'd you think of Michael as a color commentator? He sort of flirted with that a little bit in WCW, and he helped with some other things, the music and some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. But as a commentator, what'd you think?
Well, Michael first did color in the UWF with Jim Ross, and they were a perfect pair. They were a perfect pair because they were natural, and Michael's a natural antagonist. If Michael were to walk in here right now, he would immediately pick on one or both of us to take the opposite point of view. Probably both of us, and find three different points of view in there somehow. He has a natural gift of gab. He is a natural antagonist, and
his phrase is, "You don't get it,
bitch." But he just was great at that, and it wasn't something he had to think about.
Right.
Plus, Michael also understood the very simple philosophy of being a color commentator, which is to get talent over, not yourself. And how you get over is by getting talent over and being good at it.